Tai is due for a win. And
Yep.
he obviously got steamrolled by Sergey Pavlovich, but so does everybody. If your name's not Tom Aspinall, you're getting your ass kicked by Sergey Pavlovich. So I don't think that should factor into anybody's minds here.
How you doing, fight fans? It's Timmy Shoes with Inside Fighting, back with another episode of Insider Betting. I got Jesse Rowe with me, and we are going over UFC Vegas 88. Jesse, how you doing, my man?
Doing great. Very excited. Tai Tuivasa. We're big fans of Tai here at Inside Fighting, so we're excited to talk about him. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it. We're going to be looking at 3 fights today. The first fight, I think, offers a lot of value in terms of underdog versus favorite. It's Gerald Meershaert. He's taking on Bryan Barberena. Now, Meershaert is a minus 238 favorite, and Bryan Barberena is a plus 195 underdog. Jesse, give us your thoughts.
My thoughts are that this is a fight that Meershaert needed. He's sort of been on a little bit of a slump here. I don't actually know what happened. I forget what happened in his last fight. Obviously, he was made into a meme when he was knocked out by Khamzat Chimaev. But Meershaert is a great grappler. He actually competed in some grappling recently. I forget who it was against. It might have been against Craig Jones. Meershaert competed in some competitive grappling. This feels like 2 guys that really need a win to keep their UFC careers going. I like Bryan Barberena a lot, but this feels like a win for Meershaert, and at minus 238. I like Meershaert plus 110 submission. I think that Barberena is going to have trouble with his grappling. I really do, and I actually like that. I like that. I'm just looking at it right here. Barberena KO TKO plus 500, not bad, but I just feel like Meershaert is more due for a win than Barberena. I'll comfortably take Meershaert here, plus 110 for submission.
I'm going against the grain here. I think Bryan Barberena at plus 195 is a very solid pick because I don't agree with the money line. I just don't. Meerschaert, he is 2-3 in his last 5, and so is Bryan Barberena. Both of these guys need a win badly. Now, Meerschaert by submission is actually a solid pick because in those 3 losses, recent losses by Barberena, he lost twice by submission. So I think that's a solid pick. But at the same time, I think Meerschaert's chin is questionable. He has gotten rocked a lot, and he has been losing a lot lately. Both these guys have been losing a lot lately. But Barberena by KO, TKO is a plus 500. I don't know. I just like the underdog in this pick. I'm going Bryan Barberena.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't get cut if he loses. I hope neither one of these guys get cut. They feel like they're getting close to that point where they're like,
they're going to get a double knockout, and they're both going to get cut. Okay.
Sad. I don't like saying it, but it kind of feels like it's going that direction for one of these guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I tend to agree. Now, going into, I believe this is the co-main event, Bryan Battle, who I interviewed, is taking on Ange Loosa. Bryan Battle is a minus 180 favorite, and Ange Loosa is a plus 154 dog. Jesse, give us your thoughts.
Hammer Battle. I think this is my lock of the night. I really think that Battle is on he's on a rocket to the moon right now with the UFC fan base. Fan base loves him. He's a very good fighter. He is so fun to watch. I mean, this guy he's one of those guys that, like, if you could bet on who's going to get fight of the night or a performance bonus, bet on Bryan Battle because his fights are very exciting. So
absolutely,
Battle getting a KO TKO at plus 500 is like just calling my name right now. My God, I really like it.
Absolutely.
I think Loosa might be really good competition for him, so this is actually a good challenge. I'm not sure if I want to bet the plus 500, but I just think in terms of trajectory, in terms of where they're at in their careers, and in terms of, like, I think on pure talent alone, Battle is going there, and he's had a fucking great head of hair, and now he's changed his look. He's got a whole new look going on. I think the Battle's like kind of like, he's like sexy. He's a sexy pick. I like Bryan Battle a lot. I think I'm just between hammering the lock on the money line or making it a sprinkle on plus 500. I'm not sure. I want to hear what you have to say first.
Well, I think I completely agree. Brian Battle, I think he's on the up and up. He's an extremely exciting fighter. He gave Renat, his only loss was against Renat, forgetting his last name, the Russian guy.
Yeah.
He gave him a really good fight. I think Brian Battle by KO at plus 500. I mean, you got to consider it. But this is what I would do: double chance Brian by submission or by KO. So you're just assuming he gets the finish is a plus 225. I know I didn't include that in the list, but I think that's the best bet. That's the bet to go for. You double dip winning method, submission or KO TKO.
I like
Because
that.
you cover your bases because he's also got a really good ground game. I believe he won his last fight by rear naked choke, and he's also got a couple recent knockouts in his last couple victories. So Brian Battle all the way, and Brian Battle double dip on your winning method, KO or submission, plus
Love that. So
225.
just a plus 225 for him to win by finish.
Essentially, yes.
Boom. Take it.
Yes.
Take it. Run with it. Lock it.
Now, Tai Tuivasa, friend of the channel. He is a minus 118 favorite. Marcin Tybura, Marcin, I don't know how to pronounce it. Tybura is a minus 102, so very close on the line. Jesse, give us your thoughts.
It's interesting because this is really a coin flip fight, and the odds are reflecting of that. Tai probably needs a win way more than Tybura does, but I also think Tai is such a fan favorite. The UFC loves him that I don't think he's like at risk of like really being dropped out of the rankings too far if he loses this fight. I think Tai is due for a win. And
Yep.
he obviously got steamrolled by Sergey Pavlovich, but so does everybody. Like if your name's not Tom Aspinall, you're getting your ass kicked by Sergey Pavlovich. So I don't think that should factor into anybody's minds here. The issue is,
Or Alistair Overeem.
right, but the issue is what happened against Volkov. And he did get submitted in that fight. So it really depends on like where this fight goes because his ground game is suspect. But based on what I saw Aspinall do, just knocking down Tybura in the first couple of rounds, I think Tai has that stand-up game is just nasty. It's dirty. He knocks you out with one punch. And if you can knock out Derek Lewis, you can knock out anybody. So I think that Tai is like, I'm pretty comfortable with him. Plus, he's a friend of the channel. I love Tai. This is a heart pick. Tai by KO or TKO at a plus 100. This fight's not going 5 rounds. Are you fucking kidding me? If Tai Tuivasa is going to win, he's going to win by knockout or TKO. He ain't winning by submission. Hammer the plus 100. What do you have to lose?
I'm with you all the way. Plus 100. Tai Tuivasa is going to get that KO, TKO, and then me and Jesse are going to live stream and drink some shoeies in celebration.
Hell yeah.
Sign up. We're going to stream it. I don't know where we're going to stream it, but it's going to happen. I think Tai Tuivasa, I think this fight's going to happen on the feet, and I think Tai Tuivasa is going to knock him out. End of story. So
Tybura said he'll do a shoey with Tai, by the way, after the fight. Now, if it's just a question of whether or not he can do it when he's in the back of an ambulance, because Tai just sent him into the shadow realm. But we'll find out after the fight.